Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, hi, my name is Karen. I'm a lefty who loves fountain pens. I also live in the Philippines, and what I am truly grateful for is that we have a very kind and enabling fountain pen community in the Philippines. And this box right here, well, it's not an order from Shopee. It's something that I purchased from a fellow fountain pen lover. And these are inks, so I will be sharing with you some inks that I got. So if you are new to fountain pens and if you live in the Philippines, learning to understand and eventually love the hobby that is fountain pens and fountain pen inks is not as expensive as you might originally think. Because in Facebook, we have a local fountain pen marketplace called Palengke. And that is where you can buy, sell, and trade anything related to handwriting and fountain pens. So that includes fountain pens that they are destashing, or pens that don't really spark joy but may spark joy in your hearts. So those prices there are usually below retail because they are pre-loved, of course. They've been used, there's some wear and tear. But if you are new to fountain pens and you are on a budget, that is a great place to scour for good deals. And that also includes fountain pen inks. So for me, vials that come in 3 mil and 5 mil, I don't think it's enough for me to decide if it is something worth purchasing a full bottle of, if you get what I'm saying. So the fountain pen marketplace, or the fountain pen palengke in the Philippines, so there are actually a lot of inks also being sold and traded in the fountain pen palengke. And they're all below retail price. So the inks are already partially used, and maybe somewhere down the line, the owner decides that the color doesn't work for them anymore, so they sell it at a really affordable price. And I will share with you my experience with buying from the group. So basically, the group is a private group. Of course, they want to avoid scammers and those who are really taking advantage of enthusiasts, because it's not only cheap pens and inks and accessories and peripherals are being sold there. Sometimes there are high value items that are being sold there, like vintage fountain pens, rare pieces, holy grails like your Mont Blancs, your special edition, limited edition. And there were instances that some members got scammed. So as with any other transaction, please do your due diligence. Even if the group is private and it is moderated, you really can't say that it's foolproof. So you as the buyer and you as the seller, you also need to do your due diligence, protect yourself. Sometimes they go out and do face-to-face meetups, especially for high-valued pieces. So in my case, these are just inks, and the seller is well known, so a lot of people can vouch for her. Wow, that was a long-winded introduction. So this box arrived yesterday. So I will also do a sample swatch, but I am not in my usual work desk as of filming, so I am trying to make do. And so the items that I got, this is the first ink. This is Pilot Iroshizuku's Kujaku. It's 50 ml, so it's the full-sized bottle. And you can see it's not full anymore. I think maybe there's still like 70% left. This bottle is in really good condition. I know that Iroshizuku bottles are sought after because if you can see this part here, there's a slight dip in the middle. And if you are already in the last mils of your Iroshizuku, you can still get that last drop using this well here. So I have some Q-tips over here. Thank you, Baby Flow. And I will just do a swatch here in my Hobonichi Weeks. And Kujaku means peacock. So I'm just gonna do a quick swatch here. So after this video, I will be doing the same swatching in my ink diary as well as my swatch cards. So that is the first ink that I got, Kujaku. The second one is, wow, this is new, unopened, but I got this for less than the retail price, I think. Yeah. So this is the Robert Oster River of Fire. And I think I got this brand new. I'm trying to put it against the light to see where the ink level is. And it's right here by the cap. And what I really love about Robert Oster packaging is that it's like a no-nonsense, fuss-free. It's plastic. And the cap really does a good job of making sure that there are no spills. So this is what it looks like. So it's a more greenish compared to the Kujaku. And let's do a quick swatch. Lovely, lovely shade of green. I'll give you close-ups after I do all of the swatches. The next one is Diamine, and this is the first time that I have a Diamine in this size. It's 80 ml. Usually the ones that I purchase are 30 ml because I'm pretty sure I won't be able to finish it all up. So this one is quite used. You can really see maybe the owner was able to use up around 30 to 40%. So there's still a lot of ink here. And this is called Marine. So this is Marine by Diamine. It was a really good price. Sorry about the shaky table. Wow. This is a lovely shade of teal. Marine. Wow, love it. I really am on a teal and turquoise kick this year, or at least the start of this year. And maybe I can do an updated collection of my inks. So last year, towards the end of the year, I sold quite a bit of my fountain pen inks, and a lot of them were blues because I just started hoarding blue inks before I realized that, you know, almost all of my pens have a shade of blue in them, and I really wanted some variety. Anyway, the last one, and it is turquoise. I've been wanting to try turquoise, but I didn't want to take the plunge and buy the entire full bottle. So someone was selling it. She still has a good amount left. And Diamine inks are generally well-behaved inks. You can use it with a lot of pens. Dry pens, wet pens, they really write really well. And if you are new to fountain pens, a brand new of Diamine ink is less than 500 pesos. I know in the fountain pen palenque, a lot of Diamine inks are being traded and sold and bought left and right. So it's just a way of, you know, sharing with the community our love for inks. Okay, so this is turquoise. Let's do a quick swatch. Let me tilt the bottle. So please give me time to write the inks beside it. And I have here my 144 Meisterstück Mont Blanc. And here is the swatch of the 4 inks that are new to me, and I got them below retail with still a sizable amount left in their bottles from the fountain pen Palenque. So if you are in the Philippines, I highly encourage you to join our wonderful fountain pen community. So there's a fountain pen network, and then there's also the fountain pen marketplace. Those are 2 separate groups. And if you're starting your fountain pen journey, I highly encourage you to join those groups. There are a lot of helpful, friendly people, and you will just really have a good time. These inks are all similar yet different. So if you're wondering, the ink that I used in my Mont Blanc is the Old Glory Blue. That's the Elvis Presley ink. So the first one is Kujaku. So it's like a peacock color, blue with hints of green and this wonderful pinkish red sheen. I love it. I love how Iroshizuku does its sheens. The next one is Robert Oster River of Fire. So this one leans towards green. So this is a deep dark green shade with red sheen. So this is a wonderful green color. Next is Diamine Marine. And this is one of their regular colors, so it's available anytime. And I highly suggest, if you can get it for cheap at the fountain pen Palenque, then by all means, go for it. It's a lovely turquoise shade. And this one has more shading in it. And the last one is Diamine Turquoise, which is more blue. And it has lovely shading. So Diamine really has good shading properties. And if you feel that other blues or blue blacks are getting boring, I highly suggest that you try the Diamine Turquoise. So these are the inks that are new to me, that are joining my growing collection. And as much as I love hoarding inks, I try to let go of some colors if they don't spark joy. And if I have new inks coming in, I try to revisit my collection and see what works and what doesn't anymore. Yeah, I hope you've enjoyed this video. I'm really excited to try these inks. And thank you so much. I will see you in my next video. Bye, guys.